Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, One Rental at a Time. One thing that hopefully makes One Rental at a Time channel different is I solicit, ask for advice on things that I know nothing about. So we have Millennial Mike going to bring us back for round 2 of the Metaverse. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to talk about it and build upon Dion being a nerd, add to it what I can.
You guys are helping me out. You guys talk about stuff I have no clue about. Obviously, we're talking about the Metaverse because I hear it's going to be a big thing. I hear there's real estate. I hear there's money being made. And yeah, I don't get it. So help me understand, help me go next level because I still don't get it.
So when you had Dion on the other day, he was talking about how he built these digital castles in this game that he played, and he was able to sell the castles. And then he was able to buy them even. He even started buying them from other people who built them and then resell them. And for those of you who are, maybe this is the first video you're watching, what Dion was talking about was something within a video game, right? It's not an actual real place. It's not a real castle, but it was an asset. Now, if you're asking yourself why this is an asset and why it has value, you have to remember time.
Yes.
Just like building anything in real life, if you go out and build your garage shed, or if you put together a car, it takes your time. And that's why people pay experts to build things for them so that they can then buy it, save themselves the time, have it done faster, have it done more professionally. And they would rather just pay a fee, skip to the end, skip the line. That's really where the value for these things come in. You know, if you think about Uber does not sell you a taxi service. Uber does not sell you a ride sharing service. What Uber sells you is time. Yeah. You could be sitting in your meeting, press one button, and something is on its way to you at your building right now with all your information set up. It sells you the time. And then when you're in the car, you can do whatever you want. That's how they make their money.
Okay.
So what I thought Dion missed, or what he forgot to cover, when it comes to things like the Metaverse, if it's going to become a place where people actually hang out. I don't know if you saw the article where Chase Bank was like the first bank to create a lounge in the Metaverse. Did you see that article?
I saw the headline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they created a lounge for people to hang out in the Metaverse. And within this lounge, there's a picture of Jamie Dimon on the wall. So
of course there is.
Of course, right. So you can virtual reality headset on, you can walk into this lounge, look around, and there's Jamie Dimon on the wall, right? First of all, most people are probably watching this like, why would anybody hang out in the Metaverse? Why would you not just go hang out with other people in real life? And that kind of makes sense. I understand it. But for some of you people who are more extroverted and maybe had better experiences in high school than folks like me, when you were a loser, you only had a couple options, and that was to pretend you were cool online to other people. And that's where influencers were born.
Come on. I cannot look at you today and think high school loser. Let's not over exaggerate. Now, you were an athlete, homecoming queen, king, sorry.
I am glad that I have faked it long enough until I can make it, but I was 6'4" and 120 pounds. I was a very skinny, shaggy haired, not a cool kid, played soccer, which was not the cool sport in the Midwest. So anyway, I spent a lot of time online with my online friends. That's what I wanted to do.
120. Dang.
Yeah, now I'm 6'4" and 200, and I still look scrawny. But what I wanted to talk about, I think Dion missed, was how advertising is going to work in the Metaverse.
Okay.
So he talked about buying and flipping assets that create time. But the other thing you have to remember is that when people spend time in a location and their eyeballs are on something, that's when advertisers say, I want to put my sign here. I want to put my billboard here. I want to put my shop front, all these different things here, so that when you're in this area, you see it. So I figured, what better than to show folks a little clip of World of Warcraft. And I know if you're getting ready to click out, please just, it's going to be like 5 seconds long. Okay. 5 seconds long.
Yeah. And I've never seen this. So I've never played an online. I don't think I've played an online game ever.
But you know, back when they had Pong, I'm sure you were a stud. So maybe Super Mario Brothers. Yeah.
No, I was not a video game guy.
Okay. Well, let me try to put this in terms that folks will understand. Most people have at least seen Mario, the video game Mario, even older generations. Everybody knows Mario. Most people know the music. You know, you get the mushroom, you grow, you can shoot little fireballs.
Yeah. Okay. I've been to video arcades.
Right.
I haven't played online games.
So imagine on that very first level of the game Mario,
Okay.
probably the most played level there is. You run, you jump on a little guy. Everybody knows the first level. Imagine if in the background, instead of just a big blue sky, there
Yep.
was an advertisement for McDonald's. There was
Okay.
just a McDonald's arch back there. How many millions of people over the last 30 years would have seen
Yeah.
that McDonald's arch there, or whatever any advertising company wanted to place
That's
right
interesting.
there? And
Okay.
how valuable would that be worth?
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, literally hundreds of millions of people, if not billions of people, have probably played that Super Mario Brothers level.
I mean, and you think about it, you could actually, if you built that game, you could actually not only do a single arch, you could sell days, right? Because it's simple code, right? Turn it on, turn it
Exactly.
off, turn it on, turn it off.
Exactly. And that's it. That's what
Okay.
games, when online games happen, that's what has begun to happen. Because on an original game like that, it wasn't connected to the internet.
Yeah, it was
Once
a
you
cartridge. Yeah.
exactly, once you bought the cartridge, whatever was on it was on it. It couldn't be updated, it couldn't be changed or altered.
Right.
However, with online games, they get updates all the time. And so that's where who's our advertiser this month? Oh, we've got McDonald's this month. We got KFC next month. So what I'm going to show you is a little tiny clip from the game World of Warcraft, where you can see how in one spot in the game, it's called a capital city. It's called Orgrimmar. It's where all of one group of people are. You can see how there's hundreds and hundreds of people in this one location, and they'll be there all day wasting their lives away like I did playing with a bunch of other nerds. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick.
This had to be interesting. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you can see right here now, I've just got it paused, but every single little thing that you see here is an individual, every single person. So right now we're probably looking at about 100 different people. Now, when I hit play, you'll be able to see all these folks, everybody moving around way off in the background. These are all people. Now imagine if right here in the square, can you see my cursor?
I can, yeah.
Okay, imagine if right here, there was just a big sign or something on the ground or a big post that said, come to McDonald's and get a discount if you play World of Warcraft. Right? How many millions of people, and I'll stop now. Don't worry, you don't have to keep looking at this. I'm sorry. How many millions of people would see that on a daily basis? That's one server on World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft has 150 servers. They have them in all these different countries. At one point, it was the largest game ever with like 20 million monthly subscribers.
Yeah, so Metaverse, so that makes total sense to me, right? So Dion's kind of makes sense, buy and sell, buy low, sell high.
Right.
People want to pay to jump the line. I got it. Okay. Now you're bringing us advertising, eyeballs. Again, my naive understanding is people play these games for hours and hours. They're very addicting.
Yes.
So advertising makes sense. JB Diamond's Lounge. I mean, I guess billboards make sense because you can strategically place them, I'm guessing. I don't really get the lounge idea, at least in context of World of Warcraft, because, or maybe you put it at every location. It's like, hey, come here and you get free health scores or free, I don't know what the hell.
Well, let me explain how I think it's going to happen.
Okay.
So right now, if you want to play a game like World of Warcraft, a lot of these online games, if I want to create a group of my friends and we're going to go complete a task or a quest, which I hate to say, I just sound so nerdy, but we're going to get together and we're going to go on a quest and and we're going to slay the enemy dragons and take them down, you know, if that's what we're going to do. It takes, usually within the game, you're going to be spending hours of time this is why the game takes so long. You're going to spend 3 hours getting your group together, coming up with your strategy, before then you go set out and actually complete the quest. And that quest can take 4, 5, 6 hours or multiple days. So what if people get tired of, you know what, I don't want to meet up with everybody in the game itself. I would rather go to the metaverse and meet up with people there. And then we'll load into whatever game we choose and play. So all you're doing is taking something people already do, which is they go to a capital city like this in the game World of Warcraft. They all meet up. They all talk to each other and say, does anyone want to go play this port of the game with me? Let's get together. Okay, we got 10 people. Okay, let's go. Instead of doing it within the game, you pull it out one level and do it across the entire internet, the metaverse. And now you're shouting to everybody, people who are even playing other games. But now you can get their attention and say, hey, does anybody want to jump on this game with me? And now let's go. And it's actually already happening. It's something called Discord. What
Oh.
I don't know if you ever heard of Discord.
Mhm.
So Discord, instead of a virtual place your character can go where you can go, it's just a chat system. It's just one giant group phone telephone call.
Mhm.
Everybody's on talking to each other at the same time, even if you're all playing different games, or maybe you're just watching YouTube. Or I've just been driving down the road listening to a conversation before.
Okay.
And so people could then talk in the metaverse or within the Discord server and say, hey, at 6 o'clock tonight, let's all jump on and play together. And that's what I think the virtual hangouts will be. Not that you'll actually be like, I really want to go sit inside a Chase Bank and look at a picture of Jamie Dimon. It'll be, where can we all meet up that allows us to get our voice out to the largest population, so we can come together with a plan to play a game or do something, and maybe even do something in real life, God forbid.
Like go outside.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I certainly, anywhere there are eyeballs. I mean, I'm in the Valley, right? So, I mean, I remember when Netscape Navigator, you had to go to Fry's Electronics and get the discs to download it, right? I'm old, right?
That was the first operating system when I was in like kindergarten in the computer lab.
I mean, I was commission-based salesperson back in the day doing that stuff. So I remember that. So I get it. Anywhere there's eyeballs, it makes sense. Advertising makes sense. Goodies make sense. Time, right? And again, folks, we only have one go around in this thing. You don't get more. It's not like a video game where you get more time
or more lives.
Or more lives. Yeah. Get outside.
Yes.
Go meet some people. Oh, this is very, very entertaining. Anything else you thought maybe Dion missed that an old guy like me should understand?
No, Dion did a super good job, honestly. He really explained it really well on the whole aspect of flipping property. And again, what it represents is people invest time into a game. Other people don't want to and would rather pay.
Have you ever bought or sold something?
Believe it or not, yes. So I remember when we talked about NFTs, I talked to you about how at one point the in-game currency of World of Warcraft was more stable and valuable than the Venezuelan dollar because of the hyperinflation. And so people were cashing in their dollars for World of Warcraft currency, which is odd. But yes, I have, back in the day, I've sold. When you would play a game like World of Warcraft, to go from level 1 to level 60 represented months of work, like playing a few hours a day for several months. That was very valuable to people who didn't want to do it. So if you decided, you know what, I want to be done, I'm going to quit the game, I'm going to sell my account. Or there were even people who literally were paid, their full-time job was just to level up characters and sell them to the highest bidder. And you could buy a character for $1,000, which for a month's of work kind of sounds pretty bad, which it kind of was, but that's what people would do.
Okay. All right. Very, very cool. This is a lot of fun. Where can people find you? Because you talk about a lot of exciting things on your channel.
Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel myself. I don't talk about video games. I talk about real estate. It's my journey from buying my first rental property to where I'm at now with 6. And I video record everything throughout the process. So just look Millennial Mike up on YouTube or Instagram and you'll find me.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.